Within the past week, Chappell Roan has been receiving both support and some flack following these two TikToks she posted detailing an experience she had with an apparent fan that came up to her and asked her for a picture, or several occasions that have happened recently where people have came up to her and asked her for several things, to which she replied no, and I guess these people have gotten mad at her. If you haven't seen said clips, I'm gonna play the first one she posted first, give my thoughts on that one, and then play the second one she posted, and then give my thoughts on that one.
I need you to answer questions. Just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, "Can I get a photo with you?" And she's like, "No, what the f-?" And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know. And she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read about her online is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second, okay?
From watching the first clip, I feel like it's pretty clear that some aspects of fame are starting to get to Chappell, but obviously she shouldn't be getting harassed, she shouldn't be getting stalked. Her family obviously should never be getting involved in these things. And she is right. She does have the right to say no to these people. She is a human, as I mentioned in my video about her that I released last week. And obviously, like she said, she has her own things going on. She has her own time, she has her own things to do. So I do find it unreasonable that these fans are getting angry at her just because they don't get the things they want. Like, I don't get it. I don't get this whole parasocial relationship thing that people have towards musicians nowadays. I think it's weird, to be frank. And the funny thing about her random bitch comment is Chappell at this point in the game, she isn't random. I just think it was funny in the video, but she clearly isn't random at this point in the game. So I don't know, maybe she could have said that part differently. I think that's one of the parts that people took offense at. Maybe she could have worded that differently, but to be fair, this was just raw emotion from her. There was obviously no script or anything. This is just unscripted from her. This is just how she feels, and honestly, I respect it. I think the first clip was valid, and I do believe that she doesn't deserve the mistreatment she's been receiving from some of these people.
I don't care that abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal. I don't care that this crazy type of behavior comes along with the job, the career field I've chosen. That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird. It's weird how people think that you know a person just because you see them online or you listen to the art they make. That's fucking weird. I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior.
In this second clip, Chappell straight up condemns the normalization of harassment and stalking within the industry, or just to people who are famous or a little famous in general. And obviously she admits that that is not okay and that does not make those things normal. And I agree with her. Since someone is famous, yes, there's gonna be a lot of people who want to take pictures with them, who want to see these people, want to have a conversation with them. But there are also weirdos and creeps out there, and sometimes someone's safety or a celebrity's safety could be at risk, So I do understand why Chappell is saying no to these people. Like I said before with her random bitch comment, I think that the language and the way she could have went about it could have been a little different, but the message still stands, and I agree with the overall message. She says that she doesn't care that it's selfish, or that people may think that it's selfish for her to say no to these people. And I know previously, sometime in the past, that Doja Cat was doing the same thing and people got onto her for it. But she's right. You know, these people are not entitled to these things from celebrities. And she even made a comment on the parasocial thing, how just because someone sees an artist online, or they see someone online, or they listen to an artist's music, that doesn't mean that you know them, you know? Like, if she's talking about this parasocial thing, then shit, I mean, it's just the fact that parasocial relationships are heavily affecting the music industry and are honestly becoming somewhat of a cancer, in my opinion, and I'm guessing in Chappell's opinion too. Overall, I think that Chappell had a right to be upset about these things, but posting these things out into the internet, obviously you're gonna receive some flack. She probably knows that she was gonna receive some flack posting it, but as she said in these videos, she doesn't care, and I respect that she's standing 10 toes on these things. But yeah, if you haven't seen my video about how Chappell Roan became the Midwest Princess, you should go check that one out. And I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Thank you for watching.